Yesterday we have to discuss the small signal amplifier. Now we have to discuss the H parameter. We already covered some topics in a H parameter. We covered H parameter equations and H parameter equation and its definitions: H11, H12, H21, H22. From this equation 1 and 2 we have derived H11 is the input impedance, H21 is a forward current gain, H12 is reverse voltage gain, H22 is the output admittance. We know that voltage gain and current gain has no units. Input impedance is its unit is ohms, output admittance is mho. So these are the H11, H12, H21, H22 are called H parameter. This is general equation we already discussed yesterday. Now we have to see the equivalent common base, common emitter, common collector, amplifier equivalent circuit. H11, H21, H12, H22. We have to submit its equivalent in the equation 1 and 2. We will get the equivalent term. These are the H parameter: common emitter, common base, common collector. H11 is a HI, H21 is a forward current gain, H12 is the reverse current gain, H22 is the output admittance. We know already common emitter E suffix has to be added, common base B is added, common collector C is added. So analysis of a transistor amplifier by H parameter. So analysis of transistor amplifier by H parameter. We have to apply input a very weak signal and we take the output across the collector, that is load current IL. IL is a reverse to the I2. So IL equal to minus of I2. We have to apply Norton and Thevenin equivalent to the equation 1 and 2. We will get the equivalent. This is the equivalent H parameter equivalent of the general amplifier. So current gain, we know that output current by input current. Output current is I2, input current is I1. So I2 current always minus sign. So IL by I1 equal to minus I2 by I1 is the output current gain. From the above figure, voltage across the output terminal is, what is output? VL into IL. VL output voltage V0 equal to IL into RL, where IL equal to minus of I2. This is the output voltage V2. We know the V2 equal to I2 minus RL. The H parameter equation: V1, V2, H11 is HI, H12 is HR, HF, HO. In this equation we have to substitute. We are calculating current gain actually. So I2 value is HF, H1, HO, V2. We have to substitute V2 in this equation. So I2 equal to HF I1 minus I2 RL HO. From this we will get I2 by I1 equal to HF by 1 plus RL HO. So what is current gain? Actually minus I2 by I1 equal to IL by I1 equal to current gain is minus of H of 1 plus RL by RL HO. This is a current gain derivation. Now next we have to calculate input impedance. What is input impedance of the circuit? Of H parameter input impedance VI by II, input voltage by input current, is called input impedance. So actually the input impedance Ri is defined as resistance we looking into the amplifier input terminal and ground terminal. So Ri is Vi by I. Putting value of V2 equal to minus I2 R2 in equation of H parameter, equation 1, we get the we get V1 equal to HII by HR, V2 V1 equal to HII. From this we have to get the, now dividing the above equation on both sides I1, we get V1 by I1 equal to HI minus I2 by I1 RL HR. Okay, so I2 by I1 is, we know, current gain, but V1 by II is Ri. So Ri equal to V1 by I1 equal to, who can substitute that? Ri equal to HI minus we know that I2 by I1 is current, minus of I2 by I1 is current gain. We substitute these two in the equation, we get Ri equal to HI plus AI RL HR. AI RL HR. Now we know that AI is, we know that HF by 1 plus HO RL. This is already we calculated. This is the input impedance. So AI, we have to substitute this AI value in this Ri equation. We get some final value, that is Ri equal to Hi minus HF HR by HO plus YL. YL means 1 by RL is called YL. This is the input impedance. Now we have to calculate output input impedance. We calculated current gain. We calculated. We have to calculate voltage gain and output admittance. So this is the final equation of voltage gain. So voltage gain is output voltage by input voltage. So V2 by V1. V2 we know that I2 by RL by V1. I2 RL. We know the current gain is I2 by I1. From this, current gain is minus I2 by I1. From this, I2 equal to minus AI into I1. You have to substitute this I2 in equation in a voltage gain. That so I2 equal to minus of AI I1 by V1 into RL. So AI RL take common. II by VI is reverse. What we say? So reverse admittance. We can say admittance or V1 by I1 equal to RI. So we can write this one as a so AI RL by RI. So current voltage gain is AI into RL by input impedance. Again we know that AI and RI we have to already know. Now putting this value in equation 2, AI we know, substitute that one in equation 2, we will get minus HF RL 1 plus HO RL by HI minus HR HF 1 by RL plus HO. This is the equations we have to substitute. So this is the final equation we get voltage gain. Next, output resistance. What is the output resistance may be calculated by reducing source voltage Vs to source and load resistance RL to infinity, driving output terminal by voltage generator V2 as well. So source voltage has to be we have to make it is 0. 0 means short circuited at the input. The output resistance R0 is the ratio of the voltage V2 and the current drawn from the voltage source I2. R0 is V2 by I2. From the H parameter, I2 equal to, we know that I2 HF I1 plus HO V2. Hence we have to now R0 equal to V2 by I2. I2 has to be substituted. So V2 by H of I1 plus HO V2. Applying KVL to the input side circuit, R0 is V2 by H of HO V2. This is equation 1. Applying KVL to input side, we get RSI I1 plus HI I1 HR V2 equal to 0. From this, we have to calculate I1 minus HR V2 by RS plus HI. Putting I1 in equation 1, we get the V2 by HF into minus HR V2 by RS plus HI plus HO V2. So from this, we rearranging this equation, we get RO is RS plus HI by HO RS plus delta H. This is the output resistance. Now we have to calculate overall voltage gain, means input source, from source we have to calculate AVS. Normal voltage gain is V2 by V1. Overall voltage gain is V2 by Vs. So AVS equal to V2 by Vs equal to, we can write this V2 by Vs into V2 by V1 into V1 by Vs. We know that V2 by V1 is voltage, normal voltage gain. So AVS is AV into V1 by Vs. This is the overall voltage gain. From equivalent circuit, Zi represents the amplifier input resistance. We have to calculate the V1 by Vs and we substitute in the equation. V1 by Vs value we have to substitute. This is the equivalent circuit. From this we have to calculate the V1 by Vs. So Vs source voltage, Rs is source resistance, I1 current, Z input impedance V1. From this V1 by Vs we have to calculate. So how do we calculate? V1 is Vs into Zi by total impedance. So V1 by Vs equal to Zi by Zs plus Zi by Zi plus Rs. Putting this value into voltage gain, we get the AV equal to Zi plus Rs. This is the overall voltage gain, Zi by Zi plus Rs. If Rs is, then AV equal to AS. Therefore, AV is the voltage gain with the ideal voltage source, Vs equal to 0. Overall current gain is output I2 by input current, source current Is. So Is Rs, this is equivalent, input equivalent circuit of the equation. From this, mathematical overall current gain is output IL by Is equal to minus I2 by Is. Modifying above expression, we get I2 by Is. So these are the different equation. Current gain we can already, first we have to calculated the current gain. Next we have calculated the input impedance. This is the equation. Voltage gain is, we have to calculated voltage gain, AV equal to minus HFRL by HI plus delta HRL. Similarly, output resistance R0 equal to Rs plus HI by HO Rs plus delta H R0. This is the overall voltage gain. The overall current gain we have to calculate it. AIS is AI into Rs by Rs plus Zi. AI we know minus HI by 1 plus HO RL into Rs by Rs plus Zs. This is the current gain. Property of common emitter amplifier. It has current gain, voltage gain, large power, moderate input impedance, moderate output impedance, and phase shift between input and output. That is the advantage of common emitter amplifier. Now we have to go for the next topic, that is common source amplifier. So what is a common source amplifier? We can discuss the common source amplifier. CS amplifier is similar to the that of the common CS amplifier, similar to that of the common emitter amplifier. So CS amplifier, common source FET amplifier. How to? We have to use FET as a common source amplifier. It is similar to the common emitter amplifier, where common emitter property and common source FET amplifier property are almost same, but only difference, common emitter we have to use the BJT, whereas CS FET amplifier we have to use the FET, that is JFET or MOSFET, anything we have to use. Here we have to here the circuit we have to use it is FET amplifier, JFET. We have to use a JFET. So we know that FET has a 3-terminal device, which is drain D, gate terminal G, source terminal S. This is a 3-terminal of the FET. So main advantage of this circuit is leakage current is not there at the input side. Input gate, input side, there is a it act as a sometime open circuit. because it has higher input impedance and lower output impedance. So this is a FET source amplifier. Yearly we have to discuss the C amplifier. Similarly here also we have to use the biasing method is similar, that is self bias. We have to use R1 R2 and RS or the RS2 network in the FET amplifier. The R1 R2 are most important for the biasing of the circuit. This circuit with the help of the VDD. This is the DC supply. VDD plus VDD is the DC supply applied to this circuit, which makes the FET into proper operating FET into active region or saturation region. In fact, it makes the FET into the proper biasing, will help the FET into amplify weak signal at the V in, and we get the output at the RL, which is inverted version of the input signal, which is inverted version of the input signal. FET has different component. C1 C2 is the coupling capacitor. CS that is source capacitor is called bypass capacitor, which is parallel to the load resistor RS. RS and CS will give the negative feedback. RS will give the negative feedback. In order to overcome this negative feedback, we apply the CS bypass capacitor. For AC signal, it will short circuited and make the RS into shorted, and it gives a 0 voltage at the input side. So it helps in the circuit is it does not reduce the input voltage, so it amplifies the input signal. So RS is called a stability resistor, which maintains the changes in temperature is constant. Whenever temperature increases, it maintains the constant current at the output. That is the use of the RS, and R1 R2 are the voltage dividing and biasing resistor, which makes the transistor FET amplifier FET circuit in proper biasing, so that whatever the input signal we are applying at the C1 will be fetched to the FET, and when this happens, total signal will be appeared at the input side, and due to changes in input the sine signal, output also changes. ID current also changes from low to high, high to low. Generally, amplifier means which increase the input signal at a larger rate compared to the other circuit. Okay, VGS is the input gate to source voltage. Whenever VGS increases, what will happen? We know that VDS equal to, we know the VDS, drain to source voltage, equal to VDD minus ID into RS plus RD. When input current increases, input voltage increases, ID current, what will happen? Increases. When ID current increases, VDS is decreases. This is the condition. When input voltage increases, ID current decreases. VDS increases. ID current decreases, VDS increases. That is the circuit operation. We are applying positive voltage at the gate VGS. This positive voltage, what will it will do? This positive voltage make current, ID current, VDS current.